Hey everybody, today I'm going to take a look at, it's called either a light box or a light board or a tracing pad or something along that lines. This particular one's made by Crayola. It's called a tracing pad. Now, you would need these if you don't have any kind of digital apps where you can draw like Photoshop or Sketchbook Pro or something along that lines, and you don't have a nice printer where you can scan and stuff. This is kind of an old school way to do things. I know there's much easier ways, but sometimes you look for alternatives and different things to do. So these Crayola light boxes, they can be found at Target, they can find at Walmart, Myers, Amazon. You can pretty much find them everywhere. They're a little less than 20 bucks. And they're a good time even if the kids want to try them out. You don't have to you always keep them. So this is what it's called. I opened it up. This is the book. So essentially what a light box is, it's a piece of plastic or clear glass with a light underneath it. Now, the point of it is, if you had pencil art that you drew, maybe a comic book page or just an image you're drawing, and you don't want to draw on the actual piece of art, and you want to do some inking, though. You want, the line thick art. So I'm going to show you an example. This is called the Goomba from Mario. I penciled, drew it out. So what you do is you put it on there, you just turn it on, and you can see it lit up just like it said. Now I have a piece of paper. This is Bristol board. Now Bristol board is used by most comic artists when they hand draw stuff when they're not doing digital. It's thicker paper. It's like a smooth construction paper almost. As you can see the art, the lines through it. So what you do there is you take your marker or pen or whatever you're going to do, trace over the pencil lines. Now, the reason for this is, say you want to keep your pencil art for your collection and you just want clean, crisp lines for some kind of inking or some kind of drawing, stuff like that. So I went ahead and did it with just a Sharpie. You can see how it looks when you're done. So you would just trace over real simple. This is 8.5 by 11. It's not very big. Now they have more big professional light boxes at like a Hobby Lobby or a Michaels, but they can run from $60 to $100. But you can use a coupon on them, which is nice, and you can save a little bit of money. But if you don't have that kind of money, the Crayola one works just as well, and even better sometimes because it's portable with battery operated, where the other ones are wall plugs and they have a light bulb in them. But you can replace those. So real simple concept. Again, you just place it over your pencil art, trace it over, and then once you have it done, you see the original and then the ink one like so. You can see the two different versions. You can turn the light off here, so quit driving you nuts. And that's pretty much how you do it. And not that much to it, but it's an easy way to get nice inked page without the pencil marks behind it. And I know sometimes a lot of people just do it over the pencil and then erase, but you got the eraser marks and stuff like that. Not a big. I like the clean look without the pencils, but inking that way is fine too. Now, of course, if you had a fine printer or something like that, you could just scan the pencil art, make a copy of it, print it out, and then ink yourself. Or again, but we're trying to think of alternatives outside of using the computer and using digital apps and stuff like that. So as far as that goes, 8.5 by 11, you can take it on the road with you. It's not too bad. Cheap alternative, but there are more expensive ones out there. Maybe in a future video, I'll show you the other light box I have, which is much bigger sheets of paper it can use. But all in all, the Crayola light box is an easy, cheap way to ink your artwork without having to dell out for Photoshop or other expensive things. Nice alternative. I like to show alternatives sometimes as far as price-wise and stuff like that on ways around things, because you don't always have to have the most professional stuff and pay top dollar for all this stuff, because not everyone has that money. So this is a nice way to get around that. So until next time, this is the Crayola Light Tracing Pad, available at major stores, $18. And I'll catch you next time with more drawing tips when I